The story so far. Alia's search for the missing roboticist Janik Remba has ended at the wreckage of his ship. Remba was looking for Heaven's Vault, an ancient observatory he believed to hold the only hope for preventing a darkness from overtaking the nebula. Using a similar device to the one the roboticist uncovered, Enki has triangulated a possible location for the vault, but it lies impossibly far beyond the borders of the nebula. Remba's search began with a telescope-like device recovered from a buried ship. Alia has found something similar at an old recording station. Welcome back, everyone, to Heaven's Vault. Oh man, I love this game. I'm Wait, do we bring the lizard back? How did that guy come? Wait. It's Shadow Lizard. Did I actually have an option to bring the like lizard with us and I couldn't, and the game didn't let me? Dang. Anyway, yes, welcome back to Heaven's Vault. I am not sure how much left of the game we have, because it feels like every time I think we're close, we reveal 2 more sites. But basically, Myari... Oh, right! Myari... Those... Books Huang... Yeah. Right! Myari was, like, super insistent that we go back, so let's do that first. Myari was, like, really insistent that we return. So yeah, last time, I think we found the kid, right? Like, amongst other stuff. Yeah, I'll just let Enki bring us there because I don't feel like flying back to Iox. It takes a bit from Milbreth. Professor Myari wanted to see me at the University of Iox. Any key to continue? One moment. I'm ready now. Yeah. Enki has to disguise herself as 6. We better see what Myari wants. Hopefully it won't take long. There she is. I will be here. Is that you now, 6? Of course it isn't. I'm wearing your robot's face. How disconcerting, as always. Well then. What did you want to get off your chest? Alia! But where's the robot? What do you call it? 6? 6 didn't want to come. Is that so? You're here now, that's what matters. I know it must feel like I order you around. I don't mean to do that. I hope you know I respect you. As always, I cannot remember the voices I give anyone other than the voice I give Aroi. What's this about? Time is against us all, and I've decided to take you into certain confidences. Go on? But first, Alia... the crown. Give it to me. Now. It doesn't belong to you. And it belongs to you, does it? It's important. Somehow. I need to find out more. The curators can take it from here. That is their job. That is their job. What happens to the artifacts I bring you? I never see them again. We study them. There are matters of importance, Alia, that you do not understand. Ooh. I'm not giving you the crown, Professor. I'm sorry, but I won't. Alia, I've always treated you fairly. Just give me more time. We are all but out of time, Alia. Oh gosh, I was not ready for this off the bat. Promise me you'll take care of it. As I have taken care of you, of all my children. I don't... I can't, no. I'm going now, Professor. If you don't want me back, then fine. Be seeing you, Alia. Yeah. I don't trust the crown with you, Myari. Alberethian. I'm tired of this place. Should we leave now, Alia? Don't hassle me. If I may, Alia Larsa, I detected a certain coldness between you and the professor. I don't trust her. Did you suppose she trusts you? She keeps loaning me robots. I don't know if that means she trusts me or not. Alright, Huang, rather. Alia. I found a book you might be interested in, Huang. Let's see it now. This inscription, I read it as "May gods hold your heart." I heard an ancient name, Kibenya. Do you know how it translates? Translates? From what? Ancient names have meaning. All ancient names have meanings, or at least they do on Elbereth. They speak a different language on Elbereth, do they? Don't they? There's a dialect on Elbereth. I used to understand it, but I've forgotten a lot. Is that word of yours from Elbereth? Kibenlid? Ancient. Ancient is a script, Alia. No one speaks it. No one knows how it's spoken. The people on Mercy call their goddess Kibenya. Alia, I know you like to dig through the nebula's dirt, but they don't have a goddess. They're part of the loop, same as everyone else. Yeah. I covered something you might want to look at. Let's see now. This is ancient. I mean, truly ancient. Where do you find it? Can you read it? No, definitely not. I mean, I don't think so? Isn't that exciting? There's an inscription. I read it as Nebula was never meant to be contained, only sailed. Contained and only sailed. Not convinced by your use to owned. I agree. It's never meant to be lived in, only sailed. Thanks, Wang. Have you ever heard of a place called Heaven's Vault? Of course. Heaven's Vault is a children's story, but I suppose parents don't tell it on Elbereth. And it isn't a place, exactly. What story? It's about a boat that sails from a sinking island, but the boat gets hit by a storm or sinks or something. I can't remember it properly. Professor Myari would know it if you think it's important. But it's just a story. Yes, of course. Like the one about the boy who becomes a fish and ends up hooked by his own brother. Or the one about the king with 3 mad daughters. I always liked that one. Another thing. I've been finding some truly ancient sites. Places far out in the reaches that must have once been wealthy, abandoned. They seem that way. There's no one there now, anyway. Iox is old. They're always finding new layers to this place. Did you know that? Iox has been around forever. It probably all started here. Future or the past? Both. That's why everyone wants to be on Iox. This is where you need to be when the loop closes. Do you know anything about an ancient observatory, Huang? Alberethian, I was not aware of this. An observatory? That's interesting. Let me tell you something I heard about Renaki. Renaki? Where is it? You find it on the charts. It's no secret. I know of it, Alia. I was on Renaki recently. I know, me, on a boat. You should have seen me. I turned green. What did you do that for? I've got my secrets, Alia. The curators let me take a few things in trade. Anyway, on the boat there was a trader called Amadou. He was talking pretty expensively, if you understand me, about something he'd found. He called it, well, you asked me about an observatory. That's what Amadou said he found. Well, I followed worse leads before. Brought you a book from a site I found. It's an original copy of the Chronicles of Mazwai. Alia, it's beautiful. Alia, it's annotated. This is incredible. I'll have to... Let me know if you find anything. Yeah, I think it's safe to give him it. Of course I will. Okay, see you, Huang. Not really about giving away artifacts, but... Back to the ship? Can we go yet? Yep, let's get out of here. We've talked to everyone we can. Okay. This way, imbecile. And so we left the university. So, Renaki, that moon that's been on our star chart since the beginning, is probably our best bet for the next observatory. However, I want to see if we can go and mark off those two sites. I want to get the one that's on the west. Well, let's take to the river. I will prepare the braces, Alia. Yeah, because I feel like Renaki's gonna be the key to. Ooh, why is it Elbert? Oh. I can try to mess with the hopper. I think I need more info, though. I need to figure out what the word is. Like, because as far as I can tell, basically, that hopper on Elbereth exists where you can, like, if you know the name of gods, then you can, then you can, travel to and from it. I think either way. I might try to just go and grab those sites afterwards. Is that it? What we're looking for? Let's see what's down here. The way the rivers go to that is funky. Ancient site. This might be the oldest site yet. Ooh. Not Heaven's Vault. What is it?
Open sands and deathly silence.
Those are feet.
This place was so old even the ghosts had died.
Enki? I don't feel right. It's the air here. There is not enough. You will feel dizzy, lightheaded, and nauseous. You will eventually pass out. Will you hopper me when it gets serious? Won't you? It is already serious. Oh, Hopper, you should have become dire. No time to waste then. There was a statue here. Just like the one on Elbereth. Not too much to go on, though. There's an inscription down here. Very short bit of text. Several words. God of up devotion winds. Up devotion wins. Mystery? Do it for now. What kind of patron god for the site? What happened to the rest of it? Perhaps they took it with them when they left this place. Why would they leave the feet behind? Here's our way in. Ooh. Look at this place.
The air should have reeked of ash and smoke. But no. Nothing. These walls were dry bones.
I think this place is ancient. Older than anything we've seen before. I agree, Alia, but the materials, the construction, they are old, yes. But I would not say they were primitive. The frames are much the same as those on Elbereth. What happened to the people who built this place? Where did they go? Suppose they traveled, child. They spread. This site is older than Iox, older than Elbereth. These people were settlers. Are these the people who built the robots? Are these the people who built you? It must have fallen from the floor above. I believe it was the floor above, Alia. It's beautiful. Some kind of gemstone inlaid. There's an inscription, too. Running around the edge of the circle here. Oh, gosh. There's a few words in this one. Thing, lead, water, was, home. I don't think I'm nearly right about that one. This, 4. I give up. I'm gonna have to come back to this later. Thing lead of water was of for home. think that's correct. What is it? Geometric pattern? Some kind of insignia? It's not an eagle and a sun, that's for sure. The robots know. Alia? Someone said that to me. Perhaps they were thinking of the ethical core. If there were scrolls on these shelves, the fire reduced them to ashes. And the wind swept the ashes away. There's a book here that I can't look at. I guess there are two. The fire must have been terrible. Hot enough to blister the pit plaster. Perhaps even use up the moon's air. There's something poking out here. A goddess of water figurine fashioned from stone. I think it dates from the earliest days of the nebula. No inscription on her head. A Kibenya? I think this comes from the same source as the picture in the rudder piece we found before. It should make its location easier to find. Yeah, that's heavily reduced the size of that. There's so many different things from this. Blackened. The fire must have been immense. Flames filling the space. It's amazing anything survived. Robots know ethics, speech, but nothing that only they know. Perhaps robots knew more about than they know now. Oh gosh. Are there any other settlements here on this moon? Not that I can see. Perhaps people did not often come here. I think it's obvious where stairs leading up. Lucky they were so sturdily built.
Right on the brink was an enormous book on a curved metal stand.
Low table. Beautiful set by the window. With a view across the dust. It seems to have escaped the fire. You can still see the doodles scratched into the lacquer by whoever worked here. Doodle, ancient of course. My scratch table. They look like they're at least a little bit similar to each other. Build my... Really? Heart hold peace. My... It feels like that should be voice. My voice believes? Does my voice believes work? This place must have been ornate once. Gilded, decorated. But whoever burned this place made sure to loot it first. Careful up there, Albrechthian fool. Floor is not sound. More inlaid circles. This one's inscribed around the edge as well. Alright, alright, alright. This one a broken piece for an even longer phrase. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of words. And... skies... lost... in Sky's vault. And there's a lot of glyphs, but I think it must say heavens. I'm convinced of was too. And lost must be right. And path for low stay. And so path low stay. I think so must make sense. I could still change my mind, but and so path for Heaven's Vault was lost. You hear that, Enki? There's a path to Heaven's Vault. This is a beautiful piece of work. Heavy, ornate. And the book is unscathed. There are symbols in the leather. I want to do this before trying to take it. This one is a phrase run together. Knowledge of lost future? I think my translation for knowledge is off. Oh. Everything else is right. Before thing, history. History of lost future. What does that mean? Book of Prophecies? I want to know what's inside. But it's chained shut. I can't leave this here. It's chained to the stand. I have to leave the book behind. Huang would kill me if he found out. No, I don't want to. Maybe I can. No, maybe I can't. I can't even lift it right now. Oh no. Must have been another level up here. Maybe several. Now there's just a drop.
My head was spinning.
Please, your blood oxygen level is dropping. How long do I have? Roughly 4 minutes. Better get down from here. Alia Larsa. Don't hassle me. I'm fine. Oh! By the goddess. No, the book! Alia! Are you in one piece? I think so. But I won't be when this bit of floor gives way next. Perhaps I could jump. There's a sand pile down there. I could probably jump down into it. Please, fool. You are not a cheerful girl of 6 years. But, Enki, I don't think I can move. You are not injured. Jump into the sand. Not so far. After what happened when that plank broke on Rimba's dig site. Probability of a safe landing is quite high, as is the probability of running out of air. Then I'd better jump. Come on, Alia. Indeed. Here goes. Ow. Alia. That's all I've got. Book! Activating the hopper immediately, Alia. We need to go back down to the book once we're feeling better. Board the Nightingale. Oh, my head. Take your time. You are safe. How long was I out? About 20 minutes, Elio, I said. You can take me back now. That would be unwise. I want to look around down there. You were not listening, Alia. We cannot go back. The last of the air is gone. There are no plants to replenish it. Its story ends now. No, the book! So what happens to the library now? Very little will happen to it, I think. No, I want the book. You brought the book! After the floor collapsed, the chain on the book broke free of the stand. It seemed wasteful not to bring it with us. Oh, thank you, Enki. The history of lost future. Doesn't seem to be paper exactly. It's smooth as ceramic. Let's see now. Read from the beginning. Here's the first line. Is that the word for text for God immediately? This book is history. Translation for book to my dictionary. Or kind of ironic. History must be right. So this book is history. Is a history. This book is a history. By the stars, that was a long one. We're gonna keep reading. Let's see what's next. This book is a history. So my translation for that is right now. Tells all that will circle flow return come in will. This book tells all that will come in will. Let's keep going. Everything in this book is true? Hope? Temple cannot give us hope. Here's the next line. Gosh, this is a lot. Slave who rests is nothing. Will do for now. Let's see what's next. gardeners. This may have been a big part of society before. For what? It's the first time we've gotten a bit of dialogue from Alia about what we discovered, which is interesting. There's a few words in this one. Robots. Information to read this. Robots, people, and brain of thing. This one's a phrase run together. Robots are your friends? The robots are your friends. Got a good feeling about that. See what's next. Serpent's Eye hold key. Serpent's Eye. We've been there. It's where we found the well of iolite crystals. I think this book is basically just hints about the lore. Like, there's a few words in this one. Alright. I believe I remember the word seventh. So yes, it is about the seventh god. The one that people... Life Rise lived. Escaped from the seventh god? Because yeah, we know there's 7, but we've only seen an imagery of 6. Oh, before. Story has beginning, and beginning is in... The story has a beginning, and the beginning is in fall. Yeah, because its book has beginning, and then story has beginning, beginning is in the fall. So, sounds like everything started in the fall. Yeah, I don't have nearly enough characters for this. I give up. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to still change my mind. You was many, but stops rest thing from moved. Okay, that's enough for that. I'm not taking that to Huang, I'm sorry. Oh my word. We should sail and replenish the air aboard this ship. Let's move. Already the chokes. Yeah. I don't know how much of that I'm gonna keep in. I might spread it out. I might chop it up a bit. Okay, there is a lot of sites around here that I kind of want to. Yeah. I don't think any of these are gonna have anything. Oh, maybe that might. We're here, Alia. Structure's barely intact, Alia Larsa. There's nothing there. So nothing. None of these ruins have anything. Okay then. In that case, since I think I know what that's gonna be, considering this, let's go to Renaki. set sail for a while, Enki. Let's make some progress. Way from here's through unknown waters.
The Renaki Reach is famous for smashing boats to splinters. The Renakans are said to make their boats from solid iron.
Renaki. Silk Pass. Our route goes right ahead, Alia. I legitimately wonder if we missed something at Serpent's Eye. Because, like, everything keeps talking about it, like, being super important. Path continues straight ahead. Considering how jagged those rocks are, I'm not surprised that this was... Because, like, even the book, like, tells you how important Serpent's Eye is. But maybe that's just there because, there's a possibility you wouldn't have been to the Serpent's Eye before finding the book. And the book just seems like, gameplay-wise, is just a really nice way for you to get little bits of lore stuff, as well as like become confident with words. Renaki Reach. Let's hop her down, Enki. Avoid some notice. Alright, Renaki, market moon, far beyond the reach of Iox.
We came to Renaki like thieves, hoppering ourselves into a narrow alley between high blank walls.
Sounds busy out there. 12,000 people living in a sewer. We'll never find a Madu here. We should go. I won't give up before we start. How plucky of you. This way. Huang must have loved this place. Suppose that's why he came here. Huang is your husband. No. Oh gosh, no. Probably could be. If I wanted. Which I don't. For the last time, is this wise? We are far from Iox. We are likely to attract considerable attention. You will, you mean? Mostly, Ali Al-Arsa, yes. Though once you begin asking questions, perhaps that will change. The fringes of an empire are always where rebellion starts, I should know. Back to natural. Hopefully no one will realize we never went into this alley. I should travel incognito.
We snuck out of the alley mouth into a bustling street. Hawkers shouted each other down about their wares.
It's so creepy. Understandably. I'm wearing your robot's face. Rugs. Ah, the pattern's similar to the one on the Nightingale. Myari gave me that one. Any signs of ruins on this moon? No. This moon appears to be well inhabited. Nothing here is old. Good faith to you, fine lady. Would the lady care for a flat mango, perhaps? A what? Do you know of a man named Amadu? Amadu? Now I really couldn't be sure of that. So many people buy my fruit, you understand. It's so very good, you see. Carnival grapes. Just fizzy just today. Where do you get your fruit from? Seems very fresh. It is fresh indeed. Grew it myself. Perhaps I could interest you in a kumquat fist. I'll take an apple, I guess. Just an apple, fine lady. I have buttermelons, ripe sour berries, wet fruit, a boat of red An apple is fine. As you will. Prefer jewelry and gold. Maybe this? Well, it's not in the best condition. You have a deal. A fruit, fine lady. I suppose your servo will carry it. Servo? You mean the robot here? Indeed, fine lady. I do not own one, of course, but several of my rival growers employ them. Yours is in better condition than most, certainly. Where do you get them from? You were asking about Amadu, young lady. He's a dealer in servos. He's in town today, I think. You will most likely encounter his entourage. Whereabouts would I encounter them? In the plaza. Good faith to you. I don't recognize half these fruits. Do you grow them locally? I grow them in my tubs on my roofs. I'm blessed with several roofs. People here seem affluent. My analysis of the air suggests high moisture content. There's a few more people through here.
The market of Renaki seemed to never end. Shoemakers sold boots to the fruit sellers, who sold sour apples to the knife makers, whose blades the shoemakers used to make boots. I don't know if anyone on Renaki ever slept, but if they did, I bet they bought and sold their dreams.
Pottery. You can't sell all of these, surely. Unless they break them after every meal. This place is so happy. I can't imagine Elbereth being like this. Elbereth was once grand, Alia. This place is nothing. I see pigs in waistcoats. Bread. Smells good. Must be fresh. Haven't eaten in nearly 550 years. I miss it more than I'm...
A fountain was messing about in the middle of the square, spitting at passers-by.
Excuse me. Yes. It's your book. I like books. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Of course not. Well then. My name is Alia. Nina. A friend who loves reading. He was here in Renaki quite recently. Renaka. Where are you from anyway? Iox. Iox? Do they have a library? I've always wanted to visit a real library. Hyoxus 3. Thousands of books. Some are so old no one can read them. They're teasing me. You should sail there sometime. I don't think so, lady. My soul is pure. What? What do you mean by that? Only what everyone knows. The rivers damage the souls that sail them. Listen, I'm looking for something. There are no booksellers here. I get all my books from my father. His name is Amadu. He's a trader. That's his stall on the roof over there. You could buy yourself another servo, perhaps. I'll speak to him. Thanks, Mina. Good faith to you. This place doesn't seem wealthy compared to Iox. Iox is staggeringly wealthy, Alia. Iox is wealthy enough not to trade. Can you imagine a fountain like this on Albereth? Just spilling water into the street. Do you think anyone would stop me from filling a bottle? I doubt the water is drinkable. Where does the water come from? Is there a wellspring right here? No, Alia. I believe the water is pumped up and cycled. Show of wealth, then. Water would still be worth a goat or two on Albereth, even if it isn't drinkable. Water. They seem to sell everything here. Look in here. Those are lizards, aren't they? Gecko, all colors. Want to buy a lizard, Enki? Why would I want to buy a lizard?
I could smell fried meat, spiced apple, fresh leather, wealth.
You sell lizards? Buy gecko? Finest gecko, it climbs walls. It can reach hard to reach places. How much does one cost? 33. What? 33. Good ace for a lizard. Age for a lizard. Gecko now or gecko later? Gecko later. New gecko come in a week. I don't want to buy a gecko, but my robot does. My mistress is attempting humor. You know what, robot gecko? Gecko live gecko. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your time, gecko lady. Do you think everyone here is like that? It would seem improbable. Surely they would have all starved. I think I'm on it. The plank. This looks interesting. Oh. Who are you? Uramadu? What do you want? I was told you could help me. You want a servo? Are you buying? You've got rotten already. Not here about robots. And what you want. Come to ask you about an ancient observatory. That's a strange thing to ask a servo dealer about. What makes you think I know where any observatory might be? A friend of mine told me to talk to you. So the little Ioxine with the big ears has sent a bigger Ioxine. So what's my discovery worth to this one? I found an observatory through. Why don't you tell me where it is so I can go? Why don't I? A simmering deal. Perhaps I could throw in a servo into the bargain. What do you think? I'm a serious person, Amato. You have a nice smile, I'm sure, underneath all that serious talk, but I do not think it's so very nice. Alright then, what do you want? That is a fine looking robot you have. I know a moon where a group of old robots are buried. They're still moving around. Fresh servos. Alright, by the goddess. I'm an honest man through and through, please believe that. You tell me where to fly, and I'll tell you what I know. You have a deal. I might get this man killed, but... Excellent. A glass of water, then. To settle the matter on the stomach. Thank you. There's servos on the moon and the withering waves. There's an ancient palace in a canyon, blown with endless scouring dust, but they're there. As it happens, I don't know where the observatory is. Whoever sent you to me was misinformed. Misinformed by you. It's certainly possible. But I do know something of the place. Here. It's out there somewhere, the observatory. This may help you find it. And there's some inscribed symbols on it. Alright. This one's a broken fragment from an even longer phrase. Robot. Every blank makes is fair. Every robot makes is every falsehood flow choice robot makes is fair and true. Every choice robot makes is fair and true. Curious. I believe we're done. If you find the observatory and find any more servos, well, you wouldn't forget Amado. Always a pleasure to do business. What just happened? Shh. Just leave it.
A fat man with a scarf flashed a cheeky smile at me as he walked away.
What? If I might ask Elberethine Dog, what is the plan now? Let's look around a little before we go. Ship Neo Albereth must have been carrying crystals from the crater site, which proves it was some kind of dock. But why build such a large dock for such a small mine? One big ship could have cleared it out. We can infer more just you're distributing crystals to multiple ships. Baskets. Oh. Shoes. Vases. Keep my paintbrushes in them if I painted, or flowers. You sound like you've never seen a jar before. I don't know what people here use them for. Water. They have a lot of it. Berries. Gosh.
Then from behind me came the patter of steps.
Wait, please. Nina? I spoke to my father. What of it? I'm leaving this moon now. Tell me about sailing. Does it hurt? Why would it hurt? You're inside the ship when you sail, you know. You're going now, back to your ship. Back to Iox. Is it far? It's disgusting. What? Huh? Half of these stalls don't have merchants. Aren't they worried about thieves? Perhaps these people are rich enough to be honest. Or the punishment for stealing is extreme. Okay then. Give me Vadu on Renaki. Someone tried to sell me a gecko, but I don't know why. Why? To keep the flies away from your fruit. Why else would you buy a gecko? Good faith you. Right, okay. Amethyst plums. What is your ethical core anyway? What good is it? It's what stops me from pushing humans off cliffs, Elperethian. Is that something you want to do? It was simply an example, Alia. Were it to be convenient for me to do so, my core would prevent me. Yeah, I don't think... I'm not sure there's much to do here. Let's go back to the ship. So we left the surface of Renaki, the market moon. It seemed like Amadu removed the foils from those robots. The bracelet from appears to be a genuine artifact, but one that comes from a site we have already discovered, the Docking Crater Moon. It wasn't an observatory, but a recording station. Still, no reason would Amadu would know the difference. No. I thought it was a dock. I would not expect Amadu's interpretation to be better than yours. I don't think it was Remba's observatory. What is the bracelet anyway? Roy would know. White apple? I'd eat it. But it was so expensive! Amado claimed this came from an observatory. But I still don't know what it is. But it's more Roy's sort of thing. Let's do a random passage from the book. Let's take another look. Read a random verse. I'll be old before I translate all of this. Yeah, no kidding. A phrase run together. Again. Again. Except. What more? Except. Doesn't feel right. And is wrong too. In. Never. Can't put once anywhere. Except. In. Oh, wait, no, we can, obviously. Translation is clearly incorrect. Another possibility, things is wrong, obviously. Once. Never. Except. In. Once is correct. Except is exceptionally correct. Once. Return story. Greatness never. Once. Return. Removed. Once removed, never came against. Again came circle. Placed. Except in life and river. Blood? I don't know where. Once removed, never placed except in blood. Sure. Random book line. No, I'm not taking the book to Huang. I'm sorry, Huang, but I need it for random translation time. Prepare the sheets. Oh no. I know we've already gone on a while today, but I kind of want to just keep going because I want to we could go to Arroy, but I don't want to go to Arroy every single episode. But yeah. So we need to turn left shortly. Alright. So pretty much, our journey to Renaki proved pointless. Other than encountering interesting people. I'm not honestly sure what Mina's whole deal is. Like, it seemed like she's interested in Iox, but also, like, basically cussed us out for talking about sailing. Like, I don't know. The game is weird sometimes with, like, dialogue stuff. edge. Where I'm like, yeah. This, which, judging by the name, is the edge of the nebula. Or at least the edge of the rivers. Certainly gives that impression. Why don't you go left? Yeah, obviously, because that would just loop us around, so. I don't think there's ruins out here. Waters, bless the wind. Gosh, this really is the edge of the nebula. There's nothing. Either of the branches lead to our destination, like Albarethian Rat. Can try and go this way just because it keeps us on unknown waters. And that leaves us with a higher chance of discovering ruins. Although, admittedly, I don't know what we're gonna find out. I doubt we're gonna find anything out here. Even if we are technically in the search zone for Heaven's Vault, I think I know where it is map-wise now. Like, I think Heaven's Vault is literally, like, here. It's a faster way to the right. Hope you're right about this, Enki. I think it's literally, like, that bit's the same like, sometimes Enki's help is a bit faster, but... yeah. Either route continues. I'll just go wherever the wind takes me. Wait, that's odd. That's a river that leads from space that we can't see. A shipwreck out, and there's a shipwreck out here. A wreck. Guess it dates from ancient times. Just wait. I recovered a river map. I wonder how long it's been out there. Whoever made this didn't leave any kind of writing around the edge of a moon. I think this comes from the same side as the figurine of the pitcher. We got a lot of leads on this unknown, extremely ancient site now. This will make it easier to locate. Just a random shipwreck out here. Wait. That's interesting. I want to continue left up here. Path turns right shortly. Yes, however, left leads us to waters that aren't on our map. Which may not lead us to where we're going, but it's good to fill in case we need them. It's also, I want to get a better idea of where the edge of the map is. I know a better way. Take the next left up ahead. Ooh, there's a ruin up here. Ruin. It is a ruin from the earliest days of the Nebula Alia. This should only take a few moments, Alia. I found an earthenware pot carved with a bird motif. Most likely came from somewhere close by. There's a thick inscription along the wing. It's one end of a fractured fragment of text. And raise your and cry. Add your translation for raise. Yeah, that like eye symbol seems like it's like a symbol for like upward motion. Raise your float reaches. And cry at find of. Cry out. Flows reaches. Raise your prow and fly out and cry out. You can ask Huang to have a go later. think this originates from the site we're after. Must be nearly there. Should make the site we're after easy to find. See, this little detour did help. It's giving us ruins that make it so that we don't have to spend as long exploring. I get the feeling like this game, like when you reach a ruin, it generates a bit of loot for you to find that gives you hints on like a random ruin. And like that corresponds to like the part of the game you're in, or like related to being like ruins that are nearby. I get lost in blaming you. Another ruin. A ruin! I would guess it dates from the earliest days of the nebula. I will investigate, servant. I recovered a battered goddess of water model carved from silver. I wonder how long it's been out here. The base would seem to be inscribed. This is the end of a longer line of text. Future. No. May as. I think I know enough to decode this. May strong as. Let's see Huang's opinion when I get back to university. I'd say this was made on the exact place we're looking for. We're on the right track. We found a lot of ruins. Exact spot easier to locate. Which is probably why that last site had a lot of ruins and stuff dotted around, because those were all like the randomly generated ones that could lead there. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe all of the ruins are like explicitly placed with their explicit loot. I don't know. We'll need to turn left momentarily. Yep, this right just loops us around. There's another airline. Shipwreck. Oh, come on! Really? It's away on the left. Let's go grab that. Shouldn't be hard to loop around. Especially because Anki's leading me there. Turn right. Really? Okay. I mean, your better ways typically lead to ruins. Ooh, low flow. There's a path in the water. Oh, it's left up ahead. It's good to be back on a real river, yada yada yada. A piece of debris, but it's not the one we're navigating towards. Crap! Whatever. You could tell me that sooner, Enki. Gosh, we have to go a while to loop around. I guess the search zone for this site was just really big. We've just found enough stuff that, like, we've narrowed it down quite a bit. Oh gosh. I've just realized that I'm probably gonna have to cut a lot of this stuff, down this video. Like, I'm probably gonna have to cut a lot of this travel and stuff, because I don't think I want this video to stay as 2 hours. 2 hours, because we still have a site to do. Because I know I don't want to divide it into 2 videos. There's debris approaching on the left, not the one we're aiming towards. The site appears to date from ancient times. Now wait, all the others. I found an ornamental wooden shard from the boat's boat. There seems to be something etched. Alright. This one's a broken piece from an even longer phrase. Path, winds, follow. I'm convinced winds is correct now. Winds follow. Give of. It's not similar. Winds follow their path. Will do for now. It comes from the same place as the battered model and the pot we found earlier, I think. To make the unknown, extremely ancient site easier to locate. I'm just, every now and then I press I press G to, like, see if I can pass it to Enki, and no. Like, I'm in too many. I guess that would have led up to there as well. Yes, fast waters. Oh, water's above. This is gonna make my life easier. Oh, now I can pass controls to Enki. Awesome. Now that I've explored enough. Alright. We're here, Alia. The structure has long since fallen apart, Alia, Larsa. There's nothing here to... Great! So that whole way, and we've found... owned all the stuff. On the way, we found all the... like, bits of ruins, like, all of the artifacts we could find. So, up, and then just gonna pretty much loop around. Shorter way to the right. Alright. Oh yeah, that is much shorter. Like, that would lead to... Oh wait, yeah, right, also leads to this ruin. Cool. Shipwreck. It's probably nothing to find, but early stages of the nebula only takes a few moments. Oh wait, no. Brass lantern depiction of a spider. Maybe that one we just found was for like an old site. We've already, like, maybe that was for the moon or something. When when is correct? When we death and love. When we die together. We die together. I think that's correct. This comes from the place we're after. We've really shrunk. Because this was like all the way over here originally. Must be nearly there. This should make the exact spot we're hunting for easier to find. Alright, you have weaker flow. Steer left here. Remember, shortcut through less troubled waters. Whew. Left. Enki, get me closer. Please. It's only a bit, but you know. Up here and right. So close now. Almost there. Our data suggests the unknown ancient site should be close at hand. Finally. Okay. Judging by this, we should just keep going. Because I think the other sites are obviously not it. Like, these ones that are outside the search zone are definitely not it. Rivers here are fascinating. They look like the flow should be weak, but they're fast. Something here. Activate the hopper now, Alia. Just a single river going there. Unknown ancient site. This is the oldest site I found. Ooh! It's even older than the... Well, is it even older than the... What?
We made our way between ancient clustered trees.
Forest?
The air seemed to hang from their branches, dank and heavy, like wet cloth.
Now we found something. This place is thriving. What are we expecting to find here? What lies at the heart of a forest? Water, wretch. If there ever was the wellspring of the rivers, this is where I'd expect to find it. It's cold. The mist. I've not seen mist like this since Mercy. There's a way down through here. You won't get stuck in a bush, will you? I will pick my way forward somehow. And please do not try to trip over your feet. Curved marks. That's interesting. Here, curved marks, grooves, in the stone under the moss, overlapping like the scales of a snake. Tracks? Of some kind of enormous stone-grinding creature? They will be from the blade of whatever tool dug this canyon, although I cannot think of anything from carving to this scale. You think this canyon was dug? Naturally. Entropy creates plains, Alia, not winding channels. But how? Did the ancients pick their way through the rock with spoons? How, I do not know, Alia Larsa, and why is very much your area. This is a path. There are no paving slabs, no guard posts. Yeah, but it's like an animal path. Hope I'm not walking in circles. So pretty. This place feels ancient somehow, even if there isn't anything here. We're not the first to come this way. Look, something has been scratched into the rock and highlighted by the moss. This is the start of a fragment of text. Water. Here. Give water. No. Nebula, water. I knew it. It's a long one, but I think it must say give. It's not that long. High vault wind. Hoppers here give water to all the nebula. Hoppers here give water all nebula. What's a water hopper? Someone draining this moon? It's lush enough. A feasible theory, Alia. We know that long-distance hoppers are possible. Something through the trees over there. Oh. Oh, I think that's... Is that Kibenya? Must be the way through the trees to it. Okay, wait, that's just a way around. It could be. I don't exactly remember. So quiet. So still. I detect endless movement. Leaves, insects, ceaseless. Ooh, something on the ground. Not fallen branches. Almost entirely overgrown, but not quite. It's been worked, joined together with nails and screws. Wood. Shaped, planked, riveted lacquer. Part of a ship of some kind, maybe. Perhaps. But does not resemble any ship hull I've seen before. So it's old. Perhaps. Or perhaps it's something else entirely. I cannot imagine a boat this size catching the wind effectively. Would anyone trust themselves to such a ship?
I brushed away dirt and scraped away the moss.
What's this? This is a stained fragment of sailcloth dating from the ancient times. We found artifacts originating from the same places before. The charm and the axe. Originating from Heaven's Vault itself, perhaps. Does that mean this moon was linked to Heaven's Vault, perhaps directly? That seems to be marked with glyphs, Elberthian rat. Yes, this is what I expected. This is one fragment from an even longer phrase. Nothing. I'll look at it again later. Wait, I've literally had... I'd say this comes from the same site as the charm and the axe we found before. We've got a lot of information on the possible site of Heaven's Vault now, to make the site easier to locate. Some more symbols here. That's at least the one for rivers, right? For water garden. That's complete. Water garden. Does this tell us what this place is? I don't think it does. Okay, why can't I translate? Couldn't I... Wind... Pray... Not goddess. Boats makes more sense. Forward. With boats pray for something. But I guess I couldn't get anything useful out of it. Can I imagine such a ship surviving the rivers of space? From the discoloration, I say this boat has been in water. Yeah, it's a normal boat.
The trees parted into a clearing around a listing statue.
By the waters. Nice to see a familiar face. On the goddess in the forest. Look at the base she's on. Couldn't be more different than the setting on their scene. Well, perhaps the shape of that one was made to match this. More like the ramps and panels on the old dock than anything else here. Is it some kind of mechanism? Perhaps you were suggesting it rotated Alia, so she could look around. I was thinking of the engineering, but if you were going to make a base that spins, perhaps it would look like this. Undoubtedly. After all, the goddess would no doubt tire of looking at the same tree. Shards of glass at her feet. A hole going down into the mechanism. Whatever this was, it's filled in with dirt. A lamps, perhaps, Alia. To light up the statue? But why would anyone want to do that? When I ascended to eternity, they hung lamps from every branch. The surrounding gods each held candles, the rocks dripped with light. There's an inscription here. It's once broken fragment from an even longer phrase. Divine gives water for nebula. This doesn't feel right. Divine's wrong. Yep, knew it. Because this is explicitly Kibenya, and he gives the water to the nebula. The goddess gives water for the nebula. Done. That fits with the other inscription we found. This place must have been some kind of shared source. An aquifer. Roy would have loved this thing. She'd want to take it apart bolt by bolt. I feel like that's sacrilege. Another glass disc. On this side, but this one's intact. Reminds me of something we've seen before. If I can just remember what. Got it. It's a hopper. This is what the carved message we found earlier was about. The water hopper. The hopper of the water goddess. Firing off up to somewhere. Not only that, it is still working. It's radiating at this moment. What happens if a hopper's signal is blocked? Its connection no longer exists, therefore transfer does not occur. Whatever might have been relocated is not. Can I use the hopper? Go wherever it's going? Might go all the way to the Heaven's Vault. This hopper is directed at something underground, Elberithian fool, and if you could make your way down there, you would not come back. The signal from this hopper points towards Iox. This place is hoppering something to Iox. But what? Something underground. But you're serious. This place is where Iox gets his water from. And if I were to shut this place down, please, Alia, I do not like to consider it. Line of sight. Simple as that, then. Now the water in Iox is drying up. Not yet, fool. There's still water in flow. But soon. Poor old Myari. I wonder how she'll explain this one away to the powers above her. Wait. Alia, you've broken something. That doesn't sound good. I'm detecting deep movement. Echoes from below. Interesting. So this hopper really is doing something. Iox will be breathing a sigh of relief once more. I need something I could cover the disc with. How about this chipped stone tablet from the Withering Palace? It's definitely the goddess for mercy. Keep in. She must be a truly ancient deity. Remarkable, Alia. But I feel compelled to note it does not make her more real. Every story has to start somewhere. And the buried god I found in the mine, that was real enough. Is she looking at something? Over this way. Yeah, I don't think permanently shutting down the wall. It's rather forceful, Larsa. Surely she's looking at the thought of water. Goddess is looking about here. Was there once something around here? Not was. There is. Oh. A reservoir, snake spittle, a hatchway. Any inscriptions? Here alongside. I think that's the carving. Yeah, there was a. You could see a bit of the carving of water on it. Waters. No. Slave. Waters below. Slave blank of waters. Wait. Translation is incorrect. There must be another phrasing. It can't be slaves wrong. Okay. It's robots then. Below waits. Done something wrong. Robots is incorrect too. So that's another. Some choice give robots. Master of waters? Waits below. A master? Who would be master of this place? Must be a way to get this open. There's no hand. Ah, I see what I have to do. Hey, Enki, can you open this? I have no idea how to open it. Crap. I think I would go digging around the dirt like some drone. So the hatch, it's an access panel to an underground reservoir. Robots could go down and clear it if it became blocked. Most likely a robot was positioned inside. Oh, there's something over here. A rock. Perfect. A nice sharp flint. You look like a primitive. There's a third disc here. So only one of these hoppers is still intact. Where does this one point? I'm unsure. Somewhere we did not find, perhaps. Glass disc we saw must have worked to the hopper, or to hopper the water away. When they're blocked, it's got nowhere to go. Yep, I know. I'm just checking. There's something here. Stones? No. Shells. Like the one from the necklace we found outside the hermitage where Remba died. How did they get here? Perhaps the ancients used shells for currency. Is that an absurd idea? Not absurd. But any currency which can be grown is unlikely to work well. Let's try covering the thing. Because I think I know what I need to do. Here goes. Movement below once more, Alia. What happens if we leave the hopper covered? The moon floods? What next? The water must eventually go somewhere. Perhaps it will flow into space. Perhaps it will create a river. The hatch, imbecile. Believe the water below is about to force it open. The water is warm. Water is coming faster now. Pouring out of the hatch. Let's pick this up quickly before we flood this place and damage the mechanisms. That's better, Alia. The water is falling back once more. Back to Iox. Somewhere else has been uncovered, I think. There might be other hatches nearby. Maybe one with a ladder. I would hope you have enough climbing down ladders into under. Ooh. What's this? Mud-soaked. A flag. There's a sewn motif on it. Ooh. This one's tattered from an even longer phrase. Heavens move above us. The heavens move above us. The stars, that was a long one. There must have been a pole here once, marking the hatch, perhaps. There's symbols inside of it. It isn't ancient. Some kind of diagram, lines, nodes. I don't know what it is. Diagram of the moons fed by this place. Wires and cables for a machine. Can't make anything out, just darkness. Some rope aboard the ship. There is. Approximately 3.5 meters of rope. It would not achieve anything. Why don't we carry more actual archaeology equipment? And the ancients who built this place said the water god is here to look after the place. Who knows, maybe Mercy once had the same setup. If this is an entrance, there must be a way down safely. If the entrance was intended for robots, I would anticipate a ramp. Perhaps it's collapsed? That is quite plausible. But if true, there is no way down. Perhaps the site was once entirely underwater. The shells we found lived here. Perhaps the boat we found was used to travel on the surface. Then someone harvested the water using hoppers, and the system has been working ever since. Iox itself relies on it. Over time, 2 of the discs failed and the water level built up enough to saturate the soil and allow the forest to grow. Can you remove the glass, Enki? Alright, Dahlia. Move out of the way. There. Did anything change? Glass broke, gutter rat. I'm not sure what else you were hoping for. Can't make anything out down there. You should move away from the opening. The hopper beam is still radiation. You should not stick your face in it. Why would anyone build up an upriver point here? You sure the bearing you took from the that crater? Absolutely sure. After all, there's a moon where I said there would be a moon. Alia Larsa. We believe this place is connected to Heaven's Vault. The mosaic we found showed us that. So this was a hopper too. Presumably so, Alia. Blocked now by dirt and forest detritus. But curiously angled. There is nothing in this direction. We are at the edge of the nebula already. The hopper's aimed to nowhere? This hopper's source. It would appear to be pointing in the direction similar to that of Renba's telescopes. This hopper is pointing to something outside the nebula. Perhaps to Heaven's Vault itself. There's warmth here. Not much, but a little. Maybe this one is working underneath the dirt as well. The eye of the hopper transmits to is most likely a wellspring. It's definitely warm down here, I think. There. Is anything happening? Perhaps, Alia Larsa. Very faint flow upwards. Something maybe in the sky. But you can't be sure? It is almost undetectable. Needs more water. Ah, I see. Surely we cannot be correct. The wellsprings cannot surely all be fed by other wellsprings. The water and air must originate somewhere. Maybe, or maybe not. What if it's a cycle? What if there is a great loop after all? Huang would be thrilled if he heard that. Let's cover the thing real quick. Probably See what happens this time. Cretin, I can feel the water rising rapidly. Well, is anything happening? I'm observing, Alia. This place was built to create rivers, from a wellspring below up into the nebula. Rivers to Iox elsewhere, but the rivers have been drying up, and the hopper is filling with dirt. Something else is happening. I can't tell what yet. Alia! The water appears to have stopped rising, as though the pressure below ground has dropped. And Alia Larsa, something is forming in the sky above us. A new river. Tell me we've just made a river. Where does it go? There's only one way to find out. So there's a new river above us. It would appear so. I'd like to activate the hopper now, Alia. Let's get out of here. Screw Iox. We're going. Because, like, if needed, we can always come back and remove that thing to fix it. So we left the lonely forest as a new river formed overhead. Board the Nightingale. We left the surface of the moon as it filled with water from below. The water from below is disentangling around us, Rogue. It is beginning to flow, following some kind of path. It is quite beautiful. Enki, what have we done? We have made a new river, Alia, or recreated a very old one. Perhaps it will flow all the way to Heaven's Vault. And we could sail this river. Is it fast enough? Strong enough? Oh, yes. It is powerfully strong. But after we sail this new river, Alia, there is no reason to assume there will be a way back. We'd better find out. I do not think we have a choice. We are already moving! Oh no! Summoned a river out of an ancient aquifer running deep into the darkness outside the nebula. Enki has triangulated the network to the site of Heaven's Vault. There's definitely something out there. Was this great distance the darkness that Remba's ghost had mentioned? Or was this... We could find out. But Enki is almost certainly a one-way trip. There's no reason to believe the river will lead home. Yeah, but we can't turn around now. Sailing to Heaven's Vault. Okay, I think that is where I'm going to leave it for this week's episode. I think I might continue myself and get through this, beat the game now. But I need to cut this episode off here. Let me just make sure I can pause the game. Okay, I can. Cool. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. This has been a very long one. I do not look forward to cutting this down, but I'm gonna have to. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and next time we find Heaven's Vault. Bye-bye now.